Hey guys, J77 here doing another vlog news, and this one involving my hometown, especially some of the aftermath and repercussions of Sandy. We have already seen someone losing their job on the situation. Cuomo, who is our governor of New York State, have fired emergency chief officer for misusing workers in the hurricane. This is coming to by the New York region. These are the New York Times. And in the article, it explained that Andrew M. Cuomo had dismissed the chief of emergency management after learning that he had deployed government workers to clear a tree at his Long Island home during Hurricane Sandy, an administration officer said on Wednesday. Now, it also says that he had recently found out about it, and the person in question, Mr. Curl, could not be immediately reached for comment, but they said that during that time he was in Albany, and at the time he called a crew to remove this tree while the hurricane was still in pretty much in full force. Cuomo, who recently found out about it, has fired Mr. Curl, who earns approximately $153,000 a year, according to the records compiled by the Empire Center of New York State Policies. Already, he has already got harsh criticized about this. I'm saying that, especially for one senator, Martin Golden, whose district is includes areas like Garrington's Beach, which still has residents without power, saying this is a definite abuse of power. We got people sitting in their homes with 2 inches of snow outside. They have no electricity, no hot water. They're sitting in their homes freezing to death. This is going for Mr. Golden. This guy only worried about his own home. It's sad. The governor made it right call, which he has. Mr. Cuomo has expressed increasing frustrations, and this is where he's pretty much his patience that ran thin. That so many workers are still without, so many New Yorkers are still without power. About 240,000, according to the last report of the Federal Emergency Department. He has been angry with Con Edison, the people who provides electricity to Long Island, and with the fact that the gas in most gas stations are still not active. Trains are still not active and probably will not be active for another week or two. The situation has gone pretty bad, and this hearing this doesn't make anything any better. Power continues to be a struggle, Mr. Cuomo said Thursday. Until we finally have their power back, they're going to be continued to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to make that happen. Cuomo has been unusually verbal during the period before, during, and after the storm, and has repeatedly talked about the efforts the state is making to help hard-hit communities. The firing is particularly unusual because it comes in the middle of a crisis when parts of the state are still reeling from a hurricane damage, and some communities are experiencing further damage from the northeastern, which has, by the way, swept here yesterday, making driving pretty much a pain, as well as people losing their power after they got it back. So this thing is just a pile upon piles of problems here for New Yorkers. Mr. Upton, however, was not a senior aide leading in the recovery efforts. The role is being filled by Howard Glazer, the state operation director, and one of Mr. Cuomo's most trusted aides, who has frequently appeared by his side in a news conference. Mr. Curl, who lives in East Norfolk, was profiled along with his partner in a brief Newsday article last year. It says that the strategic emergency group has advised the New York Yankees on the energy plan for their new stadium, and an early okay, that's pretty much it. So it all depends. I'm gonna leave this, guys, up to you. My own feeling is, if he did this during a storm, and only that during a storm, and yeah, he deserves to lose his job. No questions about it. Your main priority is to make sure that everybody is safe and sound. Make sure that the plows are there. Make sure that the streets are cleared of any tree branches. Make sure that there's no current electrical wires that is alive and could be deemed unsafe for people to walk around in, and not just to remove one tree in your house. That is something unacceptable, inappropriate, and yeah, he deserves to lose his job. On the other hand, it's just the only reason. Is he making a scapegoat? Is there are more situations going on that we ourselves do not realize yet? So I'm gonna leave that up to you guys to comment on it. But from what I'm hearing and what I'm gathering, yeah, especially how angry Cuomo has been, and believe me, these last few days he was not a very happy man, especially with Con Edison, especially with the Long Island Energy Group. He's not happy with the way the oil has been going on. It's been a lot of stuff that he's been dealing with, and he's been voicing his anger more frequently in the news and in public viewing than I ever seen him. And he's been in office for a while, and he's been very quiet in getting things done. You know he's getting things done, but it's not vocally. It's pretty much behind the scenes. So when you hear him speak, or when you hear him speak loud, you better believe he's not happy. But I'm leaving it up to you guys. I'll leave it for you to comment below. Let me know what you think about this story. And until then, this is J77 saying take care and be safe.